And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. We are in Aerofly fs2 with the Robinson R22 helicopter, and we are in the San Francisco area. So this is the Hall of Justice helipad or heliport, and we will take it for a spin, find ourselves some nice places to land. Again, that's what we do, and enjoy. So reset that view and let's get flying. So a little bit of a wild takeoff there, but I guess we are in the air. That's what it's all about. Precision comes in a bit. So Hall of Justice heliport, right on the main road that leads to the Bay Bridge. And let's go right there. So the Bay Bridge in the distance. And while I fly, let me share with you, I'm having some issues with the virtual reality and this sim. So it's running well, but if I crash a helicopter, what happens is that the virtual reality aspect of the sim crashes as well. So what that means is that I have to restart the sim after if I crash the helicopter. So that's kind of it's a motivation to not crash. Obvious enough, I guess, but I can't do overly silly stuff because that is gonna result in myself having to restart the flight simulator. So there is that. Meanwhile, approaching at the bridge, the tower, or whatever that's called. And this is kind of a narrow place to land, so I can put it down on the horizontal structure, but I guess it takes some effort. So let me try to hover this bird with my left hand for a bit, as I will open the door. And as you can see, I'm not overly good with hovering with my left hand, but it's only required for a short period of time. Now, let's see if we can land on the horizontal structure. It's fairly narrow. So what I have to do is I have to move again the helicopter a bit more forward than would seem pleasant, but that's all right. Nope, not close enough. So just move it forward and aft cyclic, big time aft cyclic. Gonna and I guess just I blew my door off there. So but you know, that's honest, that's honesty, that's me being honest. I don't succeed every time. I have to redo a bunch of things sometimes, so there is that. We were close, but not close enough. So let me try that again. Coming back on approach. And the challenge is to keep that sort of constant forward speed and being able to stop it right when we need to. That was not now. Keep the helicopter straight. Make sure not to hit the tail rotor. And let's try again, perhaps from the other side. If that's gonna make any difference, I doubt it, but let's see. I did succeed before, so I know it's possible. You're always gonna be a little bit jumpy, but no, it's not too bad. It can be stable on this bridge. So let's try that again. Come in. Just gently moving forward. And there we have it. Kind of a landing, I suppose. A bit wild, but we are there. And as you see, you know, sometimes I do have to try a couple of times to make it work. This was all right. I like it better when it's completely straight, but good enough. It's there. It's stable, kind of. And now that block over there, I don't think it's wide enough to allow a landing. I don't think the skids will fit. So that's not gonna work. But we got there. So let's continue. I think we can go to Alcatraz now. The Rock. We will not require an open door anymore. So there is that. And let's go. And since we're here, let's have some sightseeing in downtown as we proceed towards Alcatraz. And as we come to this spire, I do believe I've tried a couple of times to land on this, but so far unsuccessful. It's quite difficult to achieve that, and maybe the angle is too steep anyway to make it work. But as I said, so far unsuccessful. Let me continue to Alcatraz, as of course we have a few nice landing spots there as well. And mind our velocity now. Just pitching up, keep that airspeed in check. And you can use the wind noise to have a gauge on what the airspeed is doing, of course. But I like to keep an eye. And making the crossing, it's still quite a distance. I think, of course, it was a prison island, and it is known for a few escapes, or one escape, I don't know, but people have tried to copy that and see if it would have been possible for anyone to get off the island, to get safely to the shores. I don't think anyone has succeeded so far. So here are the official landing spots. And coming to a stop, as we have a bunch of nice buildings here. I don't know what they all are, what their function was, but the lighthouse, quite obviously being a lighthouse. And all looking great as we approach the main cell blocks. Of course, famous from a bunch of movies. I'd like to mention The Rock. Brilliant movie that. And the outdoor place for the prisoners. And I would assume, I don't know, but I would assume this structure here was the electricity generator. So, and actually that so far for me is the most exciting place to land is right here. So as we come down, we don't have that much margin to put it down and have clearance with the main rotor, but it is possible. And just don't panic, relax, mostly mind ground effect as it comes in. So you get sort of kicked up, and then if you're pitched forwards, it's going to be more difficult to stop in time before you kiss the wall. So there we are, and I do believe we are very much on the edge of what can be done, but I guess we are safe. Let's see if we can see that glare. Yeah, well, it's close, but as you can see, it can be done. So now that we have been there, let's get up, and I will put some aft cyclic right away just to make sure that we're not gonna run into that wall. Again, it's not a big problem, but since I have to restart the sim and everything, it's just annoying. I don't know what has caused that, but at some point suddenly it was the case that damaging a helicopter requires me to restart the sim. Now, these buildings, they all have these lovely faces, and they look a little bit, they're a bit reminiscent of what we see in Amsterdam or the Dutch faces on the old buildings, so a bit of recognition there. I love it. And as we come around to the boathouse, I would say it's the boathouse. We have this pier, and that too is a nice place to land. So there we have it, and it is wide enough, so plenty space. Also the EC-135 will fit here. It will not fit in the place where we landed before. I think it's just too large. We cannot put it down and get away with it. The rotor will touch the wall with all its consequences. But no problems here. Can do it all. So that's Alcatraz. I love it. Great piece of scenery. And let's continue, because there is one more helicopter heliport available. Let's just fly sideways a little bit there and get going. And yeah, I do believe I over-torqued the engine there, so that wasn't the best idea in the world. But we're still there, we're in one piece, that's all good. So off for a cruise to the Golden Gate Bridge. And San Francisco, of course, scene of numerous lovely movies. Also Vertigo, I believe from Hitchcock, was an excellent movie. Great cinematography of this area. And it's on my wish list. I would love to visit the San Francisco area. In fact, the whole east coast of the US is on my wish list. Plenty brilliant stuff to see. I have been to the correction, so that is the west coast, right? The east coast is where New York is. I have been there. Excellent experience, but there's so much more to see, so much more to do. And there's all these natural extremes around, like we have the tallest trees, the largest trees are all found here. Well, not precisely here, but anyway in the west coast area. So that's lovely. And coming up to the Golden Gate Bridge. And of course some fly-throughs available, also a landing here, and it provides some more space to land, so not as exciting as the Bay Bridge, but of course still I feel like we have to do this, so let's get there. There we are. And as you see, much more margin, so not too bad. We can even put it, I believe we can put it even on a lateral angle, all good. So there we are. And let's continue to the VA Medical Center, which is the last of the available heliports in the San Francisco area. Mind the airspeed. Lots of forward cycling required now. But fortunately, that's all possible. Just kissing VNE there. Kissing is alright, but as the term says, never exceed. So exceeding we should not do. Cruising around the beach. Now I have no knowledge of the San Francisco area, but I'm sure there's plenty of reason to visit all of this beauty, and thus we come to the Pacific. And keeping an eye out for the medical center, should be around the corner about. In fact, I think I'm gonna ascend a little bit here, because there's, besides that helicopter landing pad, we have a building on our left-hand side, which also provides a nice landing opportunity. So there we are. We have the dome and a extremely shallow angle cone, if you will, on top. And we can put it on there, and it's gonna be a rocking chair, because we're gonna have very little contact surface with the skids, but possible. And as I said, it's gonna be a rocking chair, nothing to be scared about, but just you have to be wary that it's going to happen. And there we are. What a rocking chair that is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about that? Yeah, being silly again. Let's continue. And let's have a look at this building. I think, isn't it part of GTA? It looks like it could be part. It could be present in the GTA map as well. But nicely modeled. I have no idea what the function of this building is in real life. Now this. Nah, we cannot land here. That's not gonna work, is it? It's too deep. So, do we have another place though? Yes, we have. I think this one is possible. So we took it towards here, and it's gonna be a little tight, I guess, but possible nonetheless. And let me just take it forward a bit to make sure that we fit and try not to hit anything. I think we did it nicely, or nicely would mean without touching anything, and still not that much clearance on the tail rotor, but good enough. So, a few nice landing spots, and let's continue now to the VA Medical Center. I think we've been silly enough. Again, if I crash, I have to restart the sim, and this video is gone to waste. So what I like about the VA Medical Center helicopter landing zone is that it is situated on a nice cliff, and Just looks good. Now I wonder what the normal landing direction would be. I would assume it's gonna be in the direction of the H. But then it would make more sense to land from this side rather than from the other side. But if you look at all the text on the ground, you would almost assume that you would land in the direction of the text, so with the tail towards the parking lot, which doesn't make an awful lot of sense. Tail rotors are dangerous in the end, but I guess we can do it. It's alright. So just mind the fence, get overhead, turn the helicopter, and we will be there. Hello, medical center. Hope you're all good. Not too busy in the current state of the world. We have arrived. Fair enough, I would say. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching and see you another day.